Welcome to The Explainer. If you're a focused learner trying to cut right through the noise and just get straight to the facts, well, you are in the exact right place. Today, we're setting the stage for a rapid-fire deconstruction of a massive piece of breaking medical news that literally has the whole pharmaceutical world buzzing. We're looking at a brand new, highly anticipated development from a major industry player, and we're going to break down exactly what the data says, why it actually matters, and where it fits into the broader timeline of medical science. We've got a lot of ground to cover, and we're going to do it efficiently, so let's not waste any time.
Okay, let's dive into this. 14.6%. Honestly, just let the sheer gravity of that single, massive data point sink in for a second. You know, in the world of clinical studies, especially those dealing with human metabolism and endocrinology, a double-digit figure like this isn't just some minor blip on the radar. No way. It's an undeniable, totally attention-grabbing anomaly. Usually, when scientists run these trials, they're looking for small, incremental victories, but 14.6%, that is a loud, clear signal. So what exactly is dropping by almost 15%?
Weight loss. Pure, undeniable weight loss. That 14.6% figure represents the average body weight shed by participants in a recent clinical trial. Now, for anyone tracking the rapidly exploding landscape of metabolic treatments over the last few years, you know that hitting anywhere near that 15% mark is a highly, highly coveted benchmark. I mean, it represents absolutely life-changing efficacy for patients. And this right here is the direct answer to why you should care about this headline today, because numbers like this have the sheer potential to completely reshape how we approach health, obesity, and metabolic care on a global scale.
Part 1. Deconstructing the discovery. Let's quickly look at the who and the what. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is understanding the origins of this data, because we need that to truly grasp its potential impact. Looking at the pedigree behind this discovery, we start with Novo Nordisk. They're a veteran organization throwing their substantial expertise behind a new asset. And that asset, the specific name of the drug, is Zenagamtide. But here's the absolute most crucial detail. The primary target condition for this specific study wasn't actually obesity itself. Actually, scratch that. It wasn't about treating obesity at all. It was diabetes. Because historic diabetes treatments so often trigger weight retention or even weight gain, seeing a staggering 14.6% reduction in body weight in a trial explicitly focused on treating diabetes patients is just a huge signal. Treating diabetes while simultaneously achieving this level of weight reduction has always been incredibly challenging. It basically tells us this compound, zenagamtide, is doing some extraordinarily heavy lifting metabolically. Moving right along to Part 2, the mid-stage context.
You know, in the world of drug development, timing is literally everything. A great number in a petri dish means something very, very different than a great number in a human trial. And this 14.6% weight loss was captured strictly during a mid-stage study. For those of you following the pipeline, you know this means these numbers aren't even the end of the road. It gives immense weight to the fact that this data was captured before the drug has even entered its final, most rigorous phase of testing. So it's a highly promising indicator for sure, but it's still just the stepping stone.
Let's move to and see how this builds mapped onto the standard pipeline. Zenagamtide has already cleared the early safety hurdles of Phase 1, and it's currently yielding this amazing 14.6% result right now in Phase 2. The next major leap is Phase 3, where sample sizes basically explode, and the drug faces the ultimate stress test for regulatory approval. This momentum shifting from Phase 2 to Phase 3 is exactly where the entire medical and financial community holds its collective breath. Which brings us to the ultimate provocative question we're left with at the end of this explainer. With a staggering 14.6% weight loss already achieved at the mid-stage, what will those final late-stage trials reveal? I mean, will zenagamtide maintain this incredible momentum, or perhaps even exceed it when tested on a broader, much more diverse scale? Novo Nordisk has clearly unlocked a remarkably potent mechanism here for both diabetes management and weight reduction. As focused learners, this is exactly the kind of developing science we need to keep our eyes locked on as it moves into the future. Thank you so much for joining me to deconstruct this source material today. Keep asking those big questions, and as always, stay curious.